Hello, my name is Elena Rogers, and this is my presentation on the PHP setCookie function. Cookies are small documents embedded on the personal computers of users. Each time a web application loads on the same computer, it uses cookie data. PHP developers set cookies to identify users by their browsing habits and usernames. It allows us to create and retrieve data and be able to see what either what users are doing, or it allows us to have users signed in. A cookie is composed of the name, which is the only required bit, the value, which is what the name holds. It expires, and so that will set if it expires in an hour or in 2 months or 2 days. It is optional. All the rest of these are optional. Value is optional, but definitely recommended. Path is on the path on the server in which the cookie will be available on. So if it's just set to like a /, then the cookie will be available within the entire domain. If set to a word within 2 /, it'll be only available within that directory. The default value is the current directory the cookie is being set in. The domain is the subdomain the cookie is available to. Setting this to a subdomain will make the cookie available to all the subdomain and all other subdomains on it. To make the cookie available to the whole domain, including all subdomains of it, we would set the domain value to just the like website.com. Whether it's secure, this would be a true false. If it's set to true, then the cookie will only be set if a secure connection exists. HTTP only, which if that is set to true, it'll be only accessible through HTTP protocol. This means the cookie will not be accessible through scripting languages such as JavaScript. Some people suggest that this setting can effectively help reduce identity theft through different types of attacks, but it could be true or false. It's a disputed claim. And there are also other options, such as same site and others. If any other key is present, an error level of E warning will be generated. If output exists prior to calling this function, setCookie will fail and return false. If it successfully runs, it would return true. It doesn't indicate whether the user accepted the cookies or not. So if a user is not accepting cookies, those cookies would not show up and they wouldn't be saved. If we want to use setCookie to delete cookies, then we would need to set the expiration time for a negative number. If we wanted to do that, we would do something to the effect of this, where you'd have the name, the value, the time, and instead of having plus here, you would say minus, and that would delete the cookie. Which we're not doing right now. But here is the code that I wrote. The PHP block has to go before this HTML block, and there can be no spaces in between. When we call the PHP, right, in this instance, we're simply printing the information so that it'll show up on the web page. If we clear the cookies, there's nothing there. Refresh this, and there's nothing in the array. But because the page ran, it picked up these cookies. So we have tasty, this is a cookie nom, and so tasty, eat all the cookies. We refresh and they show up here. So that is my presentation on set cookie and using it to set and delete. Thank you.